perfect day. The sun has chased the rain away.
Hi there, welcome to FlossTube video number 2. It's Saturday the 4th of March and I'm back again. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribed, commented, liked and viewed my video over the last couple of weeks. It's been amazing. I'm just gobsmacked by how many people actually wanted to watch what I had to say and what I had to show off, and I'm just overwhelmed by all the welcoming notes and comments, so thank you very much. I had a quick look at my numbers before I came on just to see what they were saying. 217 subscribers, that's amazing. 1,000 views, I had 45 comments and 65 likes. It's just like, I'm amazed. I've got 216 people on my blog that follow it, and I've had my blog since 2010, so it's pretty impressive. But thank you, I really appreciate everybody who took the time to watch my video and commented and liked, so thank you very much. So here we are again. I have some whips to show you. I actually pulled out a couple of old finishes and I thought I might show you them. Two of them are a particular reason why I've done that, so I'll show you what they look like. And yeah, I'll just get on with it. So, cup of tea down, and where to start? I might as well start with dog park, I think, because dog park is a 10-a-day challenge that I'm doing, so I'm stitching on that every day. And in the 2 weeks, a little bit more has been done. So last time I had just done that little bit of green there, so I've actually gone up, done the blue, completed the different green colour there, and started filling in all of that. So as I mentioned last time, I'd had enough of stitching on yellow and I wanted to change colours, so I'm just completing that tree. I'm loving this. I just love the colours in this, so it's really hard just to do 10. I sometimes do 12, but yeah, I'm trying to stick to 10 a day on this one. This fabric is 28 count Monaco, and it is called Caramel Macchiato, and it's from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. Really nice fabric, really looks lovely. So yep, that's that one. So that'll be coming out again today. I also, during that 2 weeks, stitched on my gorgeous birthstone dragons. Now last time you saw this, I had started February, and I've done no more in February, and I'd done that part of January, and that was all the border. I haven't done any more border either. So after last weekend I actually spent quite a bit of time and I've stitched some more of the red. The March one's now out, which is this gorgeous aquamarine colour, so I'm sort of not going to get these finished so I can move across. I'm stitching that one on 28 count Lugana in Frozen Fractals, which also comes from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. Again, beautiful fabric, and there is a shine. It's hard to tell, but there is a little bit of opalescent in there, but it's going to look gorgeous. I'm toying with the idea of blinging each dragon up a little bit. I've seen what Katie, the Stash Queen, has done with hers, and these, after all, dragons have got to have their stash of jewels and things. So what I think I might do is pull out the red and where his jewel is, his garnet, and put beads in, but I'm not sure yet. I think I might wait until I've done maybe a couple more, and then I can work out what I want to do to bling it up a bit. But so far, absolutely, I just love this. They're just gorgeous. Then, also a 17-a-day challenge, which is Stitch and Station Terry's group, Facebook group. So when I last showed this to you, this is another one that I am struggling just now doing 17 a day on, but I'd only just started the D. So in the 2 weeks I've gone right across to O, and I've now started on this and completed this row, and there's now, the next bit is just doing, there's an odd stitch in between all of those little blue rows. I've actually got to go back and fix something, because when I was doing the alphabet I realised that about here, I've miscounted, I think it's there, and the herringbone is not quite right, so I'll go back. I'll probably do that this weekend, I'm not sure, but at the moment I'm not stressing over that. I know where the boo-boo is, and I'll fix the boo-boo when I get time, but you know, I don't know why I put this away, because now I've gone back to it, it's just, you know, I'm really enjoying it. So again, I have trouble stopping at 17. These have been good because I was able to do these at 17. But yeah, doing those, I'd actually have to want to complete a letter, and then I'd start the next letter. But yeah, it's great. I still love it. This is on 32 count Lugana, and it's called Autumn Glade. It's from a company, Australian company called Stitches and Spice, and unfortunately Naomi doesn't do her fabric dyeing anymore, which is a real shame because her colours were gorgeous. I've got, one day I'll show you my Christmas Eve couriers, which Nora Corbett, which I was stitching on her Arabian Nights fabric. I just love that fabric, and I bought some before she went out of business, but I'm going to have to rethink how I'm going to do them because I'm not going to have enough now to complete them all. I also last night bought out another very old whip, and when I show it to you, you're going to see just how old this is, because you'll all recognise it. So this is the Faces of Joan Elliott Stitch Along, which has been around since 2014. Stupid me put the date in because, you know, I had high hopes I was going to finish this in 2014. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave that, and then when I have finished, I'm going to put somewhere, don't know where yet, I'll just stick a little 2017 or something, because I do want to try and get this finished. I started, this is my very first attempt of stitching skin over one. I did it 2 over 1, and I really did not enjoy that, which is why I've got a little tiny bit more to do before I put in her pearl necklace, and I really didn't enjoy it. So when I did this fairy, I've done it 1 over 1, which I actually enjoy more, but of course it takes so long, so I'll just do a little bit at a time. Kitty Cat's always done, but I'm missing a couple of colours, and one day I'll get around to getting them. This is the dragon, and I started that for a challenge and of course never got back to that, so one day I'll get back to that. I've been working on Holly Fairy quite a bit through January as part of my Friday Frolics focus on a finish. This is my focus on a finish for the year, and I do a blog on most Fridays, which is called Friday Frolics, and Kay, one of the ladies that we blog with, actually runs that blog, so we generally stitch on Friday, post on Saturday or over the weekend or something to show what we stitched on. And this was my piece to try and get this finished this year, because I did everything else in 2014. I'd started, you know, these and put it away like you do. So Holly Fairy, I was working on her. I've got to get a couple of the colours which I've run out on, and I'm sort of dreading the fact that because I've started them over 1, I've got to do that over 1. There's another fairy here which I'll do, and I can't remember what's in that. Can't remember, but last night, I digress of course, last night I started the unicorn, so this was last night's stitching, so I will take photo and do a post later on over the weekend and get that up on the blog. In fact, I'll link the blog, and I do edit the video, and you can see everybody who does that blog and what they do, but this is so sweet. I've pulled this out again for March, because the Cross Stitch It's Fun Facebook group has actually got Joan Elliott as the focus designer from the 25th of February through to 25th of March. So I thought, well, kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I can hopefully just finish that one off. I might come back to that, or I might start that, or we'll see how we go. But that's my Friday night stitching project, and that is just on some, I don't know, 28 count I think it was. It was just something I had in my stash that I'd literally had for years. When I pulled it out, it was the right size and away it went. So that's that one. Also, I have a little bit of a mini finish to show you. This is my Plum Street Samplers 12 Days of Christmas, and I've actually got the 2nd day finished. So I finished that the other day. I actually supposed to have finished it by the end of February as part of the Christmas Orny blog and the Stitch Mania 12 Days of Christmas, or Christmas all year round, sorry. But I missed out on finishing it in February. You know, February's a short month. What can I do? So I finished, I think, about the 2nd of March. But yeah, I really love the way that one turned out. I wasn't sure about the colours when I first started those doves, but it actually turned out quite nicely. And then I have moved on to carry on with day 3. So I actually did that little bird the other night. That one I'd done when I started it as part of the 12 Days of Stitchmas of Stitch Mania. So I started on the bird when I completed the 2nd day. And I was watching The Call of the Midwife at the time, and I think I frogged that bird 3 times because I kept miscounting. The Call of the Midwife that night was just, yeah, it was a bit full on, and I just had to keep watching it. So I'd come back and realise that I'd messed up in here, and I'd pull him out, and then I'd redo him, and so he was finished that night, but he's been pulled apart and stitched and started again, and yeah, well, never mind, I'll get back to him, and hopefully he will be finished. So I've got some new starts. I have to have new starts, offset by a couple of finishes, so that's all right. So part of the Cross Stitches Fun Stitch What's challenge, we had a weekly challenge called Maliciously Happy. I think I've pronounced that right. And basically it was 7 starts in 7 days, with each day being something surrounding being happy, like content, evil grin, something that makes you laugh, something that makes you smile. So I just went through, I didn't want to do any big starts, so I've got enough of those hanging around anyway. So I just did some little starts. So day 1, I started on garden boots, which is a Mill Hill kit, and I was actually going to use this for my Mardi Gras day challenge on Stitch Mania on the 28th, but instead I actually finished or started stitching again on the 12 days, because that had purple, green and yellow in it as well. So this was originally going to be the stitch for that day, but I just wanted to get that 12 days finished. So this is my start on garden boots. So just, as you can see, yellow, purple, green, which is why I was going to do it for the Mardi Gras challenge, but that's okay. The other one worked as well. So that's that one. So day 2 was Honeybee. So this was a free kit that I got from the Cross Stitcher magazine. I think this was something like 1996. A lot of these are really old kits I've had sitting around in my box for a long time. So this is where it's at now. So that was the start on that one. And you had to do a minimum of 50 stitches each day to call it a start. So that was actually a nice, I think it was a Sunday, so I was able to get quite a bit done on that one. Day 3, I did my little tulip, and here's a finish. It was really not much to stitch on that really. So we were going out, actually that was a Tuesday night, and so I remember now, we were actually going out, and I sort of grabbed 20 minutes or so before we went out and made a bit of a start on it, and sort of a bit of the yellow, and then carried on stitching it a bit over the next couple of days. I managed to get that finished and turned into a little card. That's why I love those free gifts. I used to give you these gorgeous little cards. So then the next one was another freebie. Again, this was from the Cross Stitcher magazine. I think it was again about the late 1990s. And again, only a little bit. Actually, I think it's that way. It goes that way. Because I would have started in the middle and gone down. So yes, a little bunny. Again, not much, but I'm actually going to need to get this finished because I'm doing a Easter exchange that one of the girls on one of the blogs has organised. So this is going to be the card I'm going to send. The next one was another little freebie. This is the Bumblebee card, and again only a small start, but managed to get my 50 stitches done, so that's another little cutie. I just love these little bees, they're so cute. This one may have been what caused some of my frogging issues. This one I did for the evil grin, because you know this little bugger comes along and he has the most evil grin when he comes to visit us. So there's my start. Just a little bit, but I think it was enough to upset my 12 days. But never mind, he's going. I'm not having him in the house again. The last one was content. So what did I have to do? I had to stitch a piggy. Now this little piggy, I'll drop it down a bit. This little piggy's a fridge magnet, and as you can see, he didn't take very long. So I'm going to show you. He's finished. He's finished. He's all done. I was a little bit annoyed though. I have never, in all the years of doing these kits, run out of thread. I ran out of both the pinks before I even got to here. They just basically had one small strand of the 6 strands. That was it. That was all there was. So I had to, and you can sort of see a slight change. Luckily I had some in my stash, but the colour dye lot, if it was DMC, is slightly different here. But I thought, given it was in that one space, it's probably you can get away with it. So he's actually a fridge magnet, so I've even FFO'd him, and he's here. And eagle-eyed people may notice I have another FFO. So also in the last 2 weeks, I've finished my winter bird and I've FFO'd him. Just put some felt on the back, gave him a ribbon, and he's all done. So he's all blinged up with his pretty little bling. I don't know if you can see his beads. I had so many little beads. He's so cute. So he's all done. So very pleased with that one. So that's another Mill Hill. I think I've done 2 or 3 finishes with those nests. That's really good. What else have I got to show you? I have got. I thought I'd pull out. This actually sits behind me normally. Basically, which way am I going? In front of the next to where the cavalier is, the little cavalier thing. This is a Margaret Sherry that I did way back when. I actually think, do I have a look to see? In May 2012 I stitched this, and I turned him into a cushion. Originally I was only going to have it to be that big, but once I'd started putting this fabric on, I actually realised how pretty the fabric was, and so I extended it out that way. Put a couple of little flowers and just sort of finished it that way, and the same fabric on the back. So this is Margaret Sherry's Seasonal Cats, and this was autumn. I've actually done all 4. I finished the spring one and gave that to my mum, and the other 2 are sitting in the box of shame waiting to be finished. But he's so cute, just absolutely love him. 2 other finishes that I decided I would pull out relate to. I was watching Kay's cross stitch video. That's Cara, which everyone knows is Kay. She gave me a shout out, so thank you very much, Cara. Appreciate that. Cara I've known through the blogland for a long time, and now I watch her videos. She, many years ago, and I did take a note when I did this, 2011, she had a giveaway on her on a blog, and she mentioned it when she did her video because she was thinking that I was the person that had won the giveaway, and I was. The giveaway was, this was just such a lovely thing to win, Lizzie Kate's Tardy Tidings 15. And she also sent me, and I've still kept them together because I've got to do the other ones yet, Weeks Dye Works and the raw gold fabrics, needles and stuff, and it was just lovely. There was also some Halloween stuff because there was a bit of a Halloween Christmas giveaway. So I had some Halloween, I think there's some licorice in it, and there was a whole Halloween stickers and a notepad and stuff. But these, I just, love Lizzie Kate. So they went into the box like they do with the stash, and then I joined Serendipitous Jo, which is another blogger. She started up in 2015 a sort of a semi-stitch along called The Gifted Gorgeousness Sal, and once a month we post on our blog something relating to a gift, whether it's something someone's given you, something you're stitching for a gift. It might be a free gift from the magazines, it might be a free design, it might be you're using threads that have been gifted to you. Anything you can shoehorn into gifted works for that blog. So that started in 2015. So at the time I went through and I had a look at what I'd received in giveaways, and there was some different charts. That was one of them. So I started a couple of the ones, and I finished 2 of them. So this one's Feeling Festive. So the only thing I haven't done is put the little red button on his nose, which I'm going to do at some point when I get around to finally finishing him, because I'm not sure whether I'm going to use a red bead or the red button that I've got, which came with the Jingles kit. But I just love him. He's so cute. He's just so sweet. So that's that one. And the other one I did was Joyous Noel. So this one I actually finished February last year, and Feeling Festive I finished in 2015. But they're just so gorgeous. Typical Lizzie Kate stuff. It's just, you start stitching it and you just want to keep stitching it. Just absolutely gorgeous. So eventually I will do something with those. I'm not sure how I'll finish them yet, but eventually we will. So thank you, Cara. They were just, I just love them, and I'm going to stitch the rest of them in that series at some point when I get some more of that fabric. Every time I go into 123 Stitch I forget to have a look to see it. I'm sure it's on there somewhere, but I keep forgetting to have a look. One more thing I wanted to show you. I think this can be classed as stash acquisitions, but my husband made it for me. So this is a new grime guard that he made on the weekend, just out of some fabric left over, which I'll show you what it was left over from the other day. It's actually, this is for a small one. I've got to get him to make me an extra big one so that when I'm using my big Q snaps I can put all the fabric in it. But love that fabric, it's so sweet. So how do I made? It's a project bag. Another one. I showed him Vonna's tutorial, so he's actually followed Vonna's tutorial on this in this instance. We love this fabric. That is so sweet. So inside was that fabric that he made the groin guard out of. So it's just so sweet. Little sewing notions. But yeah, he absolutely loved using Vonna's tutorial. So thank you, Vonna. That was a great little tutorial. So it's a bit different to, he normally does the ones with zips at the top for me. So this is actually quite good. And he stitched up in the afternoon, so he was actually quite pleased with that one. So thank you very much. I think that was probably about it. I'm just quickly looking at my notes, and I think I have got through everything. So I've probably rushed it again, but never mind. That's me. Get started, keep talking, rush, done. So again, thank you all so very much for watching my first video. I hope you enjoyed the second one, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Just absolutely overwhelmed by the welcome that I got. So yeah, I think I'll try and do these if I can fortnightly. I'm a bit of a slow stitcher, so you're probably not going to see a lot, but hopefully I'll have enough each fortnight that will give you something to look at, and we'll just see how they all go from there. So that's it. I will say goodbye. Enjoy your weekend. It's actually a long weekend here in Perth, so I'm just hanging out for Monday to stitch all day. I'll get everything done today and tomorrow and stitch all day on Monday. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. See you. Bye.